Hello everybody, I'm Big G and welcome back to episode 3 of Big G versus the World. Now where we left things off, we are at war with Uganda. It's 18th of June 1937. Galicia is significantly bigger than I thought it was when I started this war. As such, I balls that up and we're now having to fight through this narrow strait here to take over the rest of their country. We've got a bit of a stalemate here in the mountains, but they're luckily depleting themselves by attacking me in Tonk as well. So, 6 months, just about, before I go to war basically everyone in the world. Am I ready for it? God, no. I've got to get a lot more troops on the field, I feel. So I'm going to actually cut down my upgrades. I'm going to limit them to 5. I feel like we have got technical superiority over Galicia. And I think with the quality of our leaders, that's going to be good, but we really just absolutely desperately need more divisions on the field. You'll note I'm still building them as reserves. That's because something in this game is slightly broken, whereas if you do build them as reserves and then reinforce them even when you're at war, it's significantly cheaper than building them as a straight, fully deployed division from the outset. So we're crushing this pocket in the north. They're being slowly compressed into this base of land here. And I noticed they lost the Battle of Tonk, so I'm hoping that that means we will be able to attack into Baran now, and maybe even cut off some further divisions. So I'm going to initiate attack straight away to see what happens. Have I got any planes ready to go? No, I have not. I have got a unit of bombers there, if I can select them. Yes, we'll get them into Baran. Let's throw everything into this attack. They are probably entrenched in the mountains. Now, this battle is ours, something like 6 divisions, 5 divisions versus their 3. One's exhausted from the battle that they've just been fighting. They, however, have got a 10% dig-in bonus, combined arms, and it's the mountains which are really going the mountains that are really going to influence in this battle. But I think we have obviously got the salient here that we can push out, so at a later that will increase the front that we have against them. No stacking penalty, that's what I'd like to see. So I'm recording this episode a day later than the previous 2. I'm feeling much more awake today. I'm actually recording in the day as opposed to at like 10:30 at night. So the quality of the episode I will suspect would be a bit higher. I realised the first 2 episodes were quite rambly and I didn't really explain what I was doing. I hope that I can remedy that in this episode. So keeping things moving along, we have... The Battle of Guna is definitely going to go our way. There's no way that we're going to lose that. This battle, however, is getting quite bloody. The Battle of Baran, I don't think we're going to win it. I'm going to call it off. I don't want to sacrifice too many men over that province. I think I've called it off previously. But when I know we're going to win this battle here, so I definitely think that that's going to be something that we can win. Good. The Free State of Trieste has been accepted into the Allies. I just wanted to check it wasn't the Free State of Danzig, which I understand is very close. Garm, of course, are our closest ally who are in the Allies, and we'll be at war with them soon enough. Seems like this pocket, the days for this pocket are definitely numbered. So the first corps here. The third corps even is definitely going to push that out. It seems that my troops have got somewhat disorganised, but I'm happy to let it lie for now. My mouse needs fixing, keeps glitching out, sorry about that. But yes, Guna is going our way, and I suspect that we will very shortly have Galicia under our control. Which, as it's a much bigger nation than I thought as well, this will probably be quite good. Now, they're counter-attacking into Tonk as well. I feel like the longer that they continue to do this, honestly, the more that we're going to win. Anything that depletes their resources, really. Anyway, if anyone's been watching my videos recently, which is a thing that no one has, you'll notice I've started to do some channel art. I mean, it's all basic stuff. I have so few skills with the PC, as in like actual technical software-y, talent skills based, that I can't really do it. I did actually edit the last episode, which I had some recording issues on. Basically, I lent on my Windows key when I say I had recording issues, and it cut out the recording halfway through the episode, which is really frustrating. Well, I wasn't halfway, it was near the end, so I had to record the second section in as like an amendment to that. Unfortunately, that's not great. Oh, they're counter-attacking us here in Bikaner, which is definitely going to be a problem, so I will have to remedy that by just crushing their forces in Kampur. So yeah, so what happened is I downloaded some free software to edit the video. So I'd like effectively stapled the two halves together as such. That's how I think of it in my mind. They're effectively stapled together. Yes, that is a technical term, I am aware. But unfortunately, it did it at a much lower quality than the original video for some reason. So it recorded at 1080p, and then for some reason, it is only showing as being in 720p. So let me know. What I've done to that episode is I'm going to upload the two halves. So I'm going to have like a part 1 and a part 2 to that episode, which I feel like is better than having a lower quality video in general. But of course you can let me know what's more important to you. Would you rather have it all stapled together so there aren't two separate videos, or would you rather just have it in a lower quality? I mean, of course, they're all in a playlist, so if you've got autoplay on, then they'll just run immediately one after the other. So that was my thinking on that. And I thought it's quite a lot of, the quality isn't great to sacrifice for nothing. So I'm aware that they seem to have 3 infantry divisions here now. That's going to be very hard to push out. Be quite nice if I could just remedy that as soon as possible. I'm going to even strategically redeploy to this province here, and to see if I can get my superior numbers to defeat them. Now, which is a problem because it's on a river, it's in hills, it's behind a river, and it's got a fort, so it's going to be tricky to take. But they actually do have no supplies, so I suspect that this should be, if I've calculated this correctly, an easy battle to win. And they've been constantly retreating, so there's no real way in which we should lose that. However, it could be quite costly. They've got everything to fight for. They're going to fight to the death. They've got nowhere to retreat to. They're in hills. They're a bit dug in, perhaps. I don't know. Who knows on that one. We've taken Guna though, and they have now. That opens up yet another province for us to attack into Baran from. I'm hoping. Oh damn it! I keep doing that. I have a tendency just to click the need button, which isn't great. Also, I want these divisions to finish first, as opposed to those that are lower down the line. Right, okay, let's keep it moving along. So in July now, we are officially in July. That's a problem. I noticed the Soviet Union joined the Comintern, however, which I thought was very appropriate. I only need to get this war with Galicia over and done with. I'm very conscious that it's dragging on a bit. I was hoping it would be a simple knockout. I'm going to get any combat ready divisions I have here straight into Tonk. I hope to think that will be enough to force out the salient this time. I mean, we're attacking them with such a ridiculous number of troops. We are suffering from a lack of supplies. So I'm actually going to go up to need on that, which I never like to do, but I'm just going to have to, unfortunately. Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. Leave it, Charles. Just leave it. So they are obviously one division is going to retreat immediately because it has no organisation. The others we might just have to grind out. Unfortunately, we are attacking them with over twice the number of soldiers. But 2-to-1 ratio in mountains may not actually be enough. Here in Multan, they are holding out. A couple of divisions did retreat into this province, so they're going to join the battle when they can and if they are able to. Obviously, any divisions that run out of organisation will just surrender. So the more divisions that do surrender, the more this battle should swing in our favour, because we'll have more width than them and stuff like that. Right. Back to the action. We've got 2 very pivotal battles going on at the moment, and I'm conscious that they've just moved a 2nd division in as reinforcements here. I don't think we're going to win this battle. I think our organisation is dropping very quickly. Last thing I want is them to force their way out, which I don't think they'll be able to do at the moment. But there's no rush really. As I say, they have no means of getting supplies, so their organisation won't recover that much. And I lost almost 4,000 soldiers in that battle, so that is a very, very big deal. Not happy about that at all. My manpower will be an issue as I see it in the future. Not quite yet. So I downloaded a new game recently from Steam. It was a nice little cheap game. Roller Coaster Tycoon, everyone. So I'm going to bring it to you. I absolutely love Roller Coaster Tycoon, and well, just see. You'll see some episodes shortly, basically, along with RimWorld and this as well. Don't worry, I want to get a bit of breadth in my channel. I don't want it all to be about one game. And as I say, Hearts of Iron unfortunately doesn't quite excite me as much as some other games, and I just love the nostalgia. Chris Sawyer, what a man. What's going on with my agents? Why am I investing in espionage? That shouldn't be happening. So I've ended up with a lot of spies. Oh dear. Oh, that's a bad mistake. If you ever watched Mitchell and Weblook, that was what they call a bad shot. Oh dear. That's not good. So I suppose we'll research close air support. We're a bit behind on tech now as a result of that, unfortunately. Theory-wise, I might get supply organisation as well, as we do seem to be having some supply issues, and I'll get supply transfer cost as well. Those are always nice to have. My doctrines will slowly sort themselves out as I get land theory through fighting battles. Now, they're down to one division here in Baran. It's quite organised, so I think it's the one that reinforced the line. But I think we should get it, as I do note that we do have reinforcements, and but basically we outnumber them hugely. To put it plainly, I think it's something like 6,000 soldiers, 10,000 soldiers fighting 86,000 soldiers. That's yeah, those aren't good odds. But as you can tell, the factions are growing. The Comintern are definitely the most powerful faction on the board at the moment. And they're very influential in Russia. If you take a look at it, Bahrain has annexed a few countries, and the Soviet Union over here obviously gives them a lot of strategic power in that region. Can I force this pocket yet? No, I can't. It's been a few hours, Giles. It's been like 3 days. Come on. I'm not playing at a particularly high speed. I don't play high speed when I'm at war, basically. I just don't. It's not a thing for me. I am going to pull 2 divisions out of combat here just to mark this one special forces division to ensure that they don't break through in the future. But yeah, a costly battle for both of us there. I lost almost 4,000, they lost almost 2,000. I say 2-to-1 casualties in the mountains isn't terrible. That's the kind of ratio you would expect, I'd say. Their forces in Multan, however, are just going to have to sit there for now. If they don't retreat this one Special Forces division, they are going to get cut off, which would be a bit awkward for them, actually. And the Soviet Union are mobilising, so obviously the Comintern do have some hostile intent. Not towards us, though. Not at this stage, but they will do, shortly enough. Luckily, no one else. It's just Garm that have joined the Allies for now. De Bruges have joined the Comintern as another one. Right now we're just waiting for troops to move, so I'll speed it up just until we do move into Baran. I suspect they'll mount a counterattack, which will instantly fail, because of course it's a mountain province. We definitely are having some supply issues, but I think moving my supplies up to the amount that I should be producing has helped. Seem to have recovered our organisation enough for me to risk another assault on this province. It's costly. I'd like to see that lack of supplies is an issue, but I'm not going to risk it, actually. I just don't see the worth in risking all those men for that one province. I mean, I don't think it's actually worth anything, and they can't advance out of it. They are trapped. So I'll either just wait the 30 days for them to run out of supplies, or I'll just ignore them completely, as I think I probably do have enough forces in the south here to conquer their whole country, once we push through this bottleneck. My bombers are absolutely blasted. They've been doing much non-stop bombing runs, and I think it's time for them to have a rest. But of course, they're going to form another pocket here in indoor. If, as I say, they don't retreat that Special Forces division, they will be cut off. It seems my cores have got very slightly messed up. We'll detach these from that command structure. The one which belongs to the 3rd here, this one should be attached to the 4th, and you should be attached to the 3rd. And well, I suppose you can come down here. Actually, that's not a problem. they're not going to break through 2 divisions. That's just not going to happen. Right, there we go. So that's sorted out our command structure for now. They've moved another division into Baran. This will fall quite quickly. Whilst they were organised when they move in, they just, as I say, they can't fight that number of soldiers that we have moving into the province currently. Not feeling particularly confident about my chances when I go to war with everyone currently. It's going to be very defensive in essence for a very long time, and I'm even going to do something quite drastic. Don't normally tend to do stuff like this, but I'm going to move down to minimal training as I just need troops on the field. That means that my starting troops will basically they'll know how to fire a rifle and how to load a rifle. They won't know how to fight, they won't have any knowledge of strategy, but I need some bodies on the floor as such. Can I do anything else? I can do total economic mobilization, which I'm absolutely 100% going to do. I can move it up to heavy industry. Seemingly, I think that just puts my consumer goods too high, though. And defend our country, I will definitely move up to. That's certainly far stronger than everything else we have at the moment. Right, so that's, the politics side of things sorted out for now. I'm not going to advance our conscription laws. Basically, if you move them up from 3-year draft, then your troops become a lot more expensive to recruit, so I don't want to do that, and they take longer to recruit as well, so we'll just ignore that. I will reinforce them once they get onto the field. Right, so here we are, we've moved into Baram. As I expected, the Special Forces Division, 2nd Imperial Division here, is attempting to break out. However, our troops that are currently in the province should be reinforced. I hope they should be reinforced. Our guys should be arriving imminently, however they don't appear to be. As a bit of distraction, I can put my 3 combat divisions here into the province, just see if I can whittle down their organisation, make sure that they don't retake that bottleneck, would be quite good. Imperial divisions will obviously fight quite well, special forces, they'll have certain advantages for fighting in different terrains, stuff like that. The problem about fighting this war in Galicia is I'm not sure it's going to be very difficult to hold. It's going to be very difficult for me to hold, basically impossible, as it's so far removed, cut off from the rest of my country. I won't be able to take it, but there's certainly the northern lands they held here are considered mine. I consider them to be mine. They don't consider them to be mine. It's all very awkward, really. I don't know why they aren't calling this attack off. They can't simultaneously hope to break out and fight a defensive battle. They are going to lose. So they're going to lose another division here, which will be good. And then I can hopefully use my superior numbers to push through towards their capital. But the months are ticking down very quickly. I had hoped to have probably taken slightly more territory by now, but that doesn't look like it's likely anymore. Are there any very easy targets that I can take? The Republic of Yucatan is considered mine, if I'm right. Yep. And they just have the 1 VP, if I'm reading that correctly. I think they do. They might be just worth storming the door, kicking the door in on that. Once I take Galicia, I should be in a good position to do so. And that will actually take away the bottleneck to Galicia as well. So that would be very good. I need divisions. I really badly need divisions. I think I'm not even going to be able to cover the front at the moment when I go to war with everyone, which is certainly going to be a big problem. Attempting to mount a counterattack across the river, that won't work for all the reasons that I've mentioned previously. And I'm going to keep moving men up. Now we have the front covered. There's no reason not to. I hope they're enjoying their starvation. They're not going to do anything. They're just going to sit there the whole war, I reckon. Attacking across a river into a mountain province against greater numbers is not something which is going to work out well for them. It's going to be a very costly battle, and I think the combat stats will reflect that when we get the pop in a minute. Officer ratio has dropped very slightly. Trying to think about where I can use my spies, actually. I think for now, counter-espionage is fine. I'll put them on race national unity as well. Hopefully we can put that into a positive figure as opposed to a negative figure as it is. Yeah, they lost almost 700 men in that attack. And if I believe correctly, their troops here should be disorganised, so we should be able to push through. Actually, no, not at all. They've somehow managed to recover some organisation, which I wasn't expecting. I think we're going to lose that battle, but we have got some reinforcements coming in, so we can afford to keep it going. I think that if we can force this choke point, then that's obviously something that we definitely need to do. So once we can break out, then we'll be in a much better position. I think we will have to take all 4 VPs, though, to win the war. It's a shame this province has bad infrastructure, because I'm going to be having to supply my whole army through it soon. It's so tempting to try and squash it, but I know that they'll just beat me, so I'm not going to try. Ecuador have gone to war with Ossetia. Don't even know where they are. Here they are. These two are going to war with each other. It's all kicking off in Africa. Iberia appears to be at war with Bali. I assume I'm going to be at war with everyone. It's going to end very quickly. No, we're not going to sell you supplies. I need them. Keep my men circulating, so hopefully we will win this. If this one division does manage to succeed to reinforce, then we'll be good, because none of us have superiority over the other in this. Communist China into the Allies. Oh dear. As these factions become more powerful, they become a lot more scary. I think the only one which threatens us for now are the Allies, with Garm and Aquitaine on our doorstep. We've got a couple of democratic nations around us, I remember from the overview I did at the beginning, so I'm hoping that that won't be too much of a problem. I've got to think about my defensive lines though when I do go to war. Obviously the Himalayas, probably somewhere along here, will be a defensive line. Defending the plains in this region here, our sort of northwestern region, are going to be quite challenging. Oh, it's just going to be challenging in general. Right, we won the battle, so we've got to push through that province, keep sure that we're moving forward. We have some more divisions to put down, so the 4th are going to be reinforced. I don't even know where they dropped, actually. Let me quickly find them. Here they are. They'll get another level 5. It just means to take especially for ages. Alright, there we go. Norris Cooks. Hopefully he's going to be inspired by Chuck Norris. And we have another 2 divisions to chuck down. We'll plonk them anywhere. And these can form a new command structure, as I don't think they could be attached to anything. 1st Army still, and they will be the 5th Infantry Corps. Let's see if we've got a good corps commander. Anyone with experience bonuses? Fighting bonuses? Yes, you. Kamano Filch. You're probably not a bit wasted at this position in the command structure, but honestly, we just need you on the field. Ricky Gillette. Okay, so they are in play now. Another 2 divisions. That gives us 3 more to crank out. I don't think that... I think I tried this last time. The only thing it would give me is a better supply throughput, but the consumer goods in wartime is just a good one for being at war economy. I've done the upgrade thing here. I didn't want to do that. I need troops is what I need, not upgrades. I think we're probably on a par technologically and doctrine-wise with our neighbours at the moment. I'd quite like to keep it that way, but I think the thing we will be is outnumbered, absolutely 100%. So Siam, by the way, are a beast. Look at them. Look at the size of that country. Oh, there's some strategic resources here. What was that? Fur. First, I give it to winter effects. That would be good. That means we'll suffer less attrition in winter. I didn't realise that the 4th Infantry Corps was not fully staffed, but it is now with 5 divisions under its control. I think we're going through here with 2 whole corps, I think? Yeah, 2 whole corps. I think that would be enough. I get the impression that their lines have mostly been broken now, so that would be good. Garm are starting to amass on our border. I did see earlier they had some armour, which particularly concerned me. Particularly as they only have some start units equipped with anti-tank weapons. Everyone else is just relying on infantry portable anti-tank weapons. So that's not good. I'm going to retreat some of our less organised divisions down to indoor. I'll keep our ones with organisation moving forward. I think we keep coming into contact with enemy command structures. That's why we're not. That's why they're instantly retreating. So it's August now. Oh god, it's ticking down, isn't it? This war against Galicia, I literally thought it was just going to be an absolute walkthrough, but it has turned out not to be so. I'm going to sit this one out this time, just in case I need these troops to be available, and they have now run out of supplies and organisation. So there's only one unit left capable of resistance. They've run out of food, they've run out of bullets, and they're hugely outnumbered. There's no chance they'll win this battle, but they'll fight to the death, effectively, because they'll all surrender. We are coming into range of their air force now. If they had any sense, what they would be doing is logistical bombing, so they'd be destroying the infrastructure, which is already very damaged through the battles that have been fought over Buran. There we go. So we won the Battle of Multan. That frees up another corps. Currently, don't know where they're going to go, or what we can do with them, really. I don't think we have any especially weak neighbours who can just sort of be crushed instantly. Maybe Savoy if we just beeline it down here. I don't know if we have enough forces to do that though, unfortunately. It would be very nice if we could, but I don't think we do. We've got another 2 divisions due in September, so we have 2 available here, and I think we have another 5 available here. So if we were to fight a war, hypothetically, with Siam, I would need a division here, probably 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we could possibly do it. Depends how strong they are. They seem to only have the 2 provinces, 2 victory provinces, 2 IC provinces as well, one of which is very close to us. We could do it. And they haven't got particularly defensible terrain either. I think we're going to go for it. Just so we can knock out. I think they also have cores in all of them as well. Oh, except for their capital, which is annoyingly the one I want. Everyone else. That's a shame. They've moved 1 division to fill up the blank spot here. We will be suffering from stacking penalty now because we just have so many people trying to move into that province. Yes, but we haven't quite got there yet. I don't think they'll be able to resist us again. There'll be strength of numbers that will just deplete them in the end. They haven't had time to dig in. They've literally just moved here. We'll get the 1st Infantry Corps moving up north in preparation for our war against Savoy. I hope that we have the forces to do that. If they started with anything particularly strong, we'll have a problem there, I think. I don't want to pick a fight with Siam. I think they look quite strong. I think the Sultanate de Sulu, they could be quite juicy. They only have 1 province, I think, effectively, that is worth taking. Oh, and they do have few. They're all here. What's the terrain like? Yeah, I mean, again, these people could be... Well, shall we do it? Should we go to war with them instead? Yeah, let's do that. I think they're just a bit closer than the provinces with Savoy, and they have a thinner front, so our 7 divisions will probably have a better time fighting on this front. We will, however, as they are going to be fighting on a different front and against a different country, form a new army. So the 2nd army. Oh, caps lock. Come on, there we go. We'll still attach them to the 1st army group. I think they'll just about have the range to remain on that command structure. And we'll give someone with offensive traits to command this army. Commando and offensive doctrine, he could be quite good. Yeah, so he'll both reduce outer supply penalties, and he'll also obviously increase their general attack. I prefer the 1-dot army for some reason. Again, I should say, if anyone does want to have anything named after them, please let me know, and I'll name it after you. I'm not fussy. And it would be great to see you all in the game. Oh, bloody mouse. Sorry, when it scrolls like that, that's my mouse just, it is breaking. As I said, I did order a new one. It was supposed to come last week. It did come, they tried to deliver it, and then they took it back to the depot, and then rather than allowing me to either say I'm going to pick it up or rearrange delivery, they just instantly sent it back to the sender, which means it's lost in the ether, which is really annoying. I also ordered a new keyboard, because the one I have at the moment, I should have just got a better one when I built my PC, basically. I skimped on it. I was like, oh, the keyboard's not important. I was trying to save some money, and I bought not a very good one, and it's just not very pleasant to use. So I've actually ordered a proper gaming one now, so that'd be nice. Hopefully. I'm still a bit skeptical about how much better it will be, but I'm telling myself it will be better. So we're slowly catching up on the organisation that we did. Sweden is gone, and I think they were a member of the Comintern as well, so that's a bit awkward, really. I just wanted to check on the Formosa Algeria, the Formosa Ottoman War. De Bruges, by the way, is looking like an absolute beast. They seem to have conquered the whole of the Vietnam, and yeah, they seem to be taking over the whole of Central America for the Comintern. And talking of the Comintern, seems to be becoming very scary very quickly on a global scale. The Allies are sort of more spread out, but more relevant to us where we are in the world. They keep moving troops in. They're just going to keep harassing us with these like one odd divisions or so. I'm going to take the ones that are disorganised out of combat because they're just contributing to stacking penalty at the moment, and the 15th, whether they are. Can I read? Here they are. Yeah, I'm going to get them out as well. I still hope we're going to take this province, but we should be moving in. They won't be able to stop us like forever. No, they won't be able to stop us forever. We just have the strength in numbers. The Sultanate de Sulu, however, will be falling imminently as soon as I can get my troops on the border. Just to check, I can actually declare war on them. I think I can. Yes, I can. Very good. And obviously, having taken the salient now, now of course they're trying to retake it, which is really frustrating. I'm going to try and get my men into that province as soon as possible. If I can strategically redeploy, which I can't, it's going to be an issue. I wasn't expecting them to have 3 fresh divisions ready for a counterattack. I thought generally they were only in a position to retreat, but that's very awkward. And they're bombing us as well. I think my 1 fighter division is out of range. Yes, and we lost that battle. I was expecting that, unfortunately. But not expecting them to have that many troops combat ready. I don't know if this is their VP, and that's what it is, their VP. That's why they have men in reserve. Oh dear, Kyrgyzstan is at war, the world's greatest nation and the world's most difficult to pronounce. We're not attacking all together now. I don't like that at all. Yeah, this is going to be an issue. If we can't break through this point here, we might have to try something quite drastic and go through the Republic of Yucatan. It's going to be a problem. Hopefully we can knock out the Sultanate de Sulu very quickly, but just because of the difficulty we're playing on, I don't anticipate it being easy, to be frank, this game. It wasn't supposed to be. That wasn't the premise I set myself. I am keeping a division back in our capital, only because I had experience of the AI dropping paratroopers by surprise on me in the past. My door just blew open. That's very awkward. I'm just going to shut it. Ooh. Yeah, sorry, my door just blew open. It's very creepy. I wanted to get rid of that immediately. So we've got radio equipment, that's very good, and I think we'll chuck some more land doctrine back on the pile. Large front, not really worth it. I reckon we're going to go for central planning. Counter-attack is a good one to have. Anyway, I'm not sure how long have been recording. I forgot to set my alarm, but I have a feeling it's about 30 minutes, so I'm going to call this episode here. I hope you have enjoyed it. Of course, we've mopped up the rest of Galicia's northern provinces. We're preparing to go toward the Sultanate, and Galicia are fighting over the bottleneck. So it's all looking up for us, though. Counting down the days until we go to war with everyone. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. I've been Jig G. I'll see you in the next part. Thank you. Bye-bye.